I'm live. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't even check the volume. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me see if I can. Okay. And then I'm going to live stream this on Instagram as well. I know, fancy. So let me push this. And I am not quite sure how this one works. So hopefully I'm live on there as well. Maybe not. I don't know. Give me 1 second. I know this is so annoying, right? I've never. Whoops. Okay, so if I'm not, then I'm not, and I'll figure it out later. So I'm kind of testing out a few things, and I was like, why don't I just get on and do like a quick pick a card reading. We had one of our classes today that I'm involved with Alicia Hartzell's Sacred Soul Alignment certification, and certification 1's going on right now, her other one, which I've already gone through and everything, but the ones that have taken it before can take it again. So anyways, so I'm trying out the different platforms on, like I said, I don't know if I'm actually live. It doesn't look like it, but whatever. We'll figure out Instagram later. Okay, so what I wanted to do, which I thought was a little bit different, when I watch pick a cards, or if anyone pulls tarot for me, or if I do it for myself, or sorry, I'm using the word tarot. I'm actually not using tarot today. They're Oracle cards is all 3 decks that I'm using. I do have some really amazing tarot decks that I work with personally, and I'll pull for like friends and stuff. And every once in a while I'll post, and I'll do a fun pull. It's not what I normally like, if you're booking with me kind of thing on my website, I don't have like tarot readings sessions, I guess. I'm not quite even sure, like, I do intuitive readings, but I don't usually use cards for them. So anyways, I do use the Sacred Soul alignments though. So what I wanted to do, just for fun, this won't be too long, as I pulled the 3 decks. And so I realized that when I set up the camera for Instagram, it's literally shining on the desk, on my decks. I can't do that with my computer. So I'm using my computer. So I'm just going to have to show you guys. So I do have the Divine Oracle deck from Megan Watterson, which actually was a gift with one of the coaching cert programs I'm with, called Quantum Ripple Effect with Erin Nicole Coaching. And this was like one of the things that was sent when she sent like the manual and everything. There was like this cute little, really beautiful amethyst pendulum that came in the box, and some Palo Santo. It was on point, and the packaging and everything. So shout out to Erin Nicole and the Quantum Ripple Effect. I guess like while I'm talking about it, she does coaching, business coaching, but she also does, what I'm in is her certification programs for NLP, EFT, time techniques, life and success coaching, and I'm forgetting something, hypnosis, Reiki, which I'll be attuned later this month. So I'll start adding Reiki into the sessions that I do with my own intuitive sessions. And then I think there's like 7 altogether that you do throughout the time frame. So, okay, so that's that deck. But Megan, also the person who did the cards, she also just came out with a book called Mary Magdalene Revealed, which I am going through right now, and it's the the Apostle Mary, that they found all the hidden scriptures or gospel, or I'm not sure, how they're phrased, but it's amazing. And she wrote a book and went through them all. And I'm going through that now, and it's so inspiring. And I'm actually going to put together some kind of, I don't know, like healing workshop, getting tapped into your soul and love with that. And I'm super excited. Like, I can't tell you, just reading the passages, or just even when you see, I've posted some quotes that Megan has put together. And I mean, it's just a snippet, and I'm like moving energy. So I am so excited to kind of mix that in with what I do and share that, just something that I'm doing because I feel like her word should be shared and enjoyed. And it's good stuff, right? So we need as much positive healing and energy as we can get right now. So I'm also going to pull one from The Universe Has Your Back, which was actually, this deck was a gift as well, from my friend Aaliyah, who's one of my besties. And when COVID first happened, there was a group that started on Facebook, and I actually can't remember the name of it now. I haven't been on it in a while, but it was so sweet. It was women all over, but it kind of started in our Midwest area, where you would make an Amazon wish list, and then people would go through and gift you, and you could gift them. And it, it could be like a $5 thing, or, something bigger, and depending on what people were feeling. And so when the first lockdown happened, that was one of the things that kind of was lifting spirits. Everybody in the group, it wasn't even about just the gift giving. It was so cool to get to know other people in the area, know what other moms were going through. Just saying, I wasn't excited about school not being in session, which I'm still not, honestly. But it's neither here nor there. So anyway, I put this on my wish list, and I was gifted it, and I am very thankful for that. So, and then I also, and this might have been a gift to myself, actually, I'm not sure. Aaliyah did get me a few card decks. So, because she pulls cards as well now. But this is the Moonology Oracle Cards. If you have been on any YouTubers, pick a card page, anyone who pulls cards or tarot, and I will actually say anyone who pulls cards or tarot has this deck. It is amazing. Just anyone who does energy work, astrology work. Hello. This is like one of the staple decks. And once you start working with it, just seeing, having it in card pulls, I was like, oh, I need this deck. It's just so beautiful and amazing. And the energy towards it is so good. And then I got mine and started working with it. And I was like, absolutely. Like, this is just really good. I just wanted to do something really simple. I know I'm chatty now. But I just wanted to kind of, where I'm just going to pull from each deck, and I wanted to shuffle them and pull them on live. That way, if you're on live, you can kind of, think of your intention, or just kind of sit and see what happens. And then pick which deck you're drawn to, and I'll do a reveal. And then if you're watching on the replay, you can also do the same thing where I'm going to pull, because I kind of wanted to stay in the three kind of thing. I'll pull one from each deck, and I'll have 3 piles, and you can pick which one you want. And then, yeah, that's about it. There's nothing like too fancy going on. I was just trying to try some different platforms and give some people an opportunity to tap into their intuition and kind of get some answers. I know sometimes I just want to, something will come up, and somebody will pull a card, or I'll just be on YouTube and I'm like, oh, I'll just watch this one, and it's exactly what I needed to hear. So what I'm going to do that's different, and I'm a little excited about, I already did a grounding and set the energy space, and ran the Heart of Creation before I clicked on live on everything. But what I'm going to do is, if you want to go ahead and just, with the intention of dropping into your heart space and seeing that your pink light of compassion, that pink energy expanding, and then just watch it go all the way down to the center of the earth, connect in with the heart of Gaia, mix in with that gold rich energy there. We're just going to bring that up back into the heart, mix it in, take it all the way up to the heart of Creator, where everything begins, and bring that iridescent light down. We're just going to anchor it into your higher self, anchor it into your I am, to your third eye, to your knowing, to your higher heart, and into your heart. And then just mix that rose gold energy together and get it all amazing. It's all you, all your healing, all your things, all your highest and best good. And we're just going to expand that out. And then you can have the energy surrounding you. And like I said, this is your energy. Even though I'm doing this in a group setting, we're not doing a one-on-one session. You're sitting in your own space. And, for those of us that have crystals, I always have, which they can see on this, you guys can't see. I have actually crystals bracelets around it and some other bracelets. But like I have like a cute little selenite. It's actually a lamp that I got through my crystal lady, or did I just call you a lady? I'm sorry. My crystal friend, Kat Norton, who does Guy's Gifts. And yes, if I'm showing something, I'm definitely going to talk about where I got it from or plug it in case somebody else is interested. Anything that I show or talk about, if you want it or want to find out like where I got it, just obviously DM, comment, whatever, and I will let you know. But a majority of my crystals I get through Kat. Is one of my crystal, I've been to her house. My daughter is in love with her cats, and they are just the best couple, family, energy, soul family. It's amazing. And so I have a couple bracelets on there too. But selenite's good for kind of setting your space, clearing your space, the highest white light. So having selenite with you, or I have, a couple like rose quartz that I have some Merkabahs sitting next to the cards, which are really high vibration, and then some more chunks of quartz, just nothing fancy. Like I said, I had this stuff, usually it's on my desk anyways, because it's, I have some crystal set for my workspace, like a little dish. Oh, and there went some stuff. It's all, high vibration, abundance, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, I know you can't see that because I have my phone camera set up kind of facing down on it. So if we are on Instagram, then they can see the setup. But I didn't realize you guys couldn't. Okay. So what I want to do is, let's see. Let's pull from the Divine Feminine deck first. Okay. And this is so cool. Like, this is literally like one of the biggest info books I've ever seen. The cards are just absolutely gorgeous. Well, I have a couple turned over from when I pulled for myself last. I mean, they're literally stunning artwork. So the artwork, it says, was Elizabeth Cheever Gessaman. Like, kudos to her for putting together such a beautiful deck. And then just the Divine Feminine that are on here are just on point. So I will go ahead, pull these out. Sorry, I have like a lot of, get this set up real quick. And then we'll pull this one first. Then we'll do the universe. And these ones are pretty, they're the back. And then these are the front. They're simple, but they're very, I guess some of them are upside down. I love the art on these too. Even though it's a different kind of art, I do tend to go towards the simpler, more abstract art anyways. They have the messages on here. There isn't a book with this one because you don't really need it. You kind of just know what's going on. And let's see, it's going to be a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but it's not always the way. Like I said, I just did this. This was more of a inspired action, inspiration. I was like, oh, I want to pull some cards. Then I was like, oh, I should do it live. And then after I was sat in on the CERT class today and was asking Alicia some questions, and we're talking about pendulum pulling and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, I should pull some cards. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. And sorry, these are the Moonology cards. These ones are absolutely gorgeous. And yes, some of mine are upside down. I don't really read reverse. Sometimes if I'm doing tarot, I might. But yeah, no, I don't usually have time for all that. Usually I'll just know intuitively if I need to read reverse or not. Okay, so let me move the boxes out of the way. Okay. So before I pull, I'm going to go ahead and let me just have it. Hold on one second. Okay. So we have one deck, the Moonology deck, the Universe deck, the Divine Feminine are the ones that I'm going to pull. And then it's going to end up looking like this. I'm going to pull 3 piles, and each pile will have a card. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'll just really quick tell you what the alignments are that I'm running, and I had them listed in the description. Can you guys hear me okay? Can someone comment that's on right now? There's a couple people on, it looks like. And just like give me a thumbs up or something and let me know if this sounds okay, because I'm using a new mic, and like yesterday when I went live, it was kind of loud, so I turned the volume down a little bit. I'm just hoping I didn't turn it down too much. So if you are live, and you can let me know, that'd be awesome. Okay, so first I'm just going to run the alignment clarity. And I always see the alignments coming in. Perfect, thank you. I always see the alignments coming in just because some of us are visual. I'm very visual. I see them coming in clockwise as they come in, and they ground in. And then anything that doesn't serve your highest and best good, as the alignments are coming in and giving you the healing, or they're clearing, or setting the intention for what the alignment is for. It comes in clockwise. Then I see a counterclockwise, and this is just how I see it. A counterclockwise, kind of under the feet where your feet connect with the earth. And I just see it pulling like a whirlpool would, where it just pulls everything out that doesn't suit you, all the yucky energy, old energy, anything stagnant, anything that's not for your highest and best good. Okay, so we're going to bring in the clarity. I'll read you the little blurb real quick so you know what it is, and we're not just flying blind here. This alignment will bring in crystal clarity around experiences, people, or circumstances, including clarity on your own wants and needs. Focus on the situation that you are desiring clarity on. So like I said, you can think it in your head. You can wait till the cards decks are pulled. You can have a question kind of going now. It could be about business, relationships, abundance. I don't know. It could be anything, like, honestly. Okay. So focus on the situation you are desiring clarity on while receiving this alignment for rapid results. Okay, so we're going to bring that in now. Divine love and light. Thank you. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. And then we are going to bring in truth and trust. This alignment will bring in the ability to discern truth, including your own truth, and to know who to trust, and most importantly, how to trust yourself. Because really, when you're asking a question, you're really tapping into your higher self and your intuition, and you're getting answers from the universe that way. And it's that direct line of communication. It's just another tool. Sometimes I just ask the universe, I journal, pray. This is just another way of doing it. And with the alignments, doing the card pulls, I feel like you're not just getting some like random, can you trust it? Like when I practice this or when I pull cards using the alignments, it's been amazing, like spot on. I do it for myself this way. Like I said, even when I'm just watching a YouTuber pull some cards and they're like, okay, pick, I will pause the video, get myself in my heart space, run the alignments, and then choose a pile, always. Okay, so this alignment I'm sorry, wrong one. There's a lot. This alignment also clears beliefs, emotions, and experiences that caused you to turn away from hearing and understanding the truth and trusting your abilities. So, I am going to find and trust in truth, divine love and light. Okay. All right. So now we're going to bring in clear vision. This alignment will clear the trauma of seeing things you didn't want to see with both your physical and spiritual eyes. It resolves patterns of allowing others to treat you inadequately, feelings of inadequacy, and unable to accomplish goals and dreams. This alignment will bring in the feeling and ability to fearlessly look into the future unafraid with hope. I included this one specifically because when I, get on YouTube, or when I visited a friend not too long ago and asked her to pull some cards for me. I had some kind of transition questions. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. This is what I want. And throughout universe, this is I made an I statement. This is what I want. This is my intention. I'm unclear if I'm going the right way, or if I'm on the right path to achieve it, or if I need to make some adjustments. Can you pull some cards? And so she did. Excuse me. And when excuse me, obviously I'm clearing. So one of the main things, or the main reasons I included this one, is a lot of times when we're trying to make big decisions, we can have other people's, or even us thinking other people. So it could be even our own ego, trying to keep us in a safe space or moving forward, and kind of everybody's energy being cluttered in it. If it's something that you've told a few people about and maybe they're not giving you the feedback you thought or the support you thought, that's kind of can be under your skin. And so I wanted to put clear vision to kind of clear everybody out. And like I said, this is just for fun, or you can actually have the intention to ask something serious, and it's your intention. So, okay. All right, so let's bring in the clear vision alignment for this card pull. Okay, I'm also gonna run a purification real quick, just to kind of, it's basically the alignment for like smudge in your space. And we're just gonna clear this space on all channels, all platforms, anyone listening to this now or on the replay. And I would like to include a love yourself fully. I'm going to drop that in. You don't have to accept the alignments. If you do, you can just in your mind or out loud, just say, I accept, and allow that energy to come in and work. Like I said, I usually see them kind of coming in clockwise. You can see them visually. You can not see anything. I mean, like it's everybody's a little bit different. I will say though, when you're moving energy, make sure you're drinking water and having some ease and grace with yourself. Okay. So So let's go ahead and we're going to pull, whoops, I'll pull 3 cards. I really wish you guys could see. I'm going to have to figure this out, how to do it so that maybe I could do it on my laptop instead of the big computer. Like I said, I'm testing out the mic, and I was like, testing how some meditation recordings were sounding with the mic using the computer and the Audacity site. I don't know. What is that? I'm not techie. Like, I could do healings all day and move energy and get excited about people changing their lives and, seeing, like, I get excited because I'm like, ooh, I wonder what they're going to be like in 2 weeks, or what new thing happened, or like how they expanded, because it always happens and I get super excited. You want me to like do email marketing, and you want me to like do some tech, and I'm like, so I'm working on that and trying to get that all figured out. But I'm having ease and grace with myself, and I enjoy what I do, and I think it's important. And I have some big goals on kind of where I want to expand this to. And in order to do that, I need to be able to reach more people, hence social media outreach, whatever. And that happens through marketing and tech. So the logistics, I guess, of everything. Plus, I'm really excited about doing the meditations. The mic was a Christmas gift. So another thing I am in gratitude for. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm pulling. Nothing fancy. Oh, actually, we're not going to show them first. Okay. So pile 1. Sorry. 2. I'm used to like pulling cards and flipping them over, but I want to flip them together. So, okay. So that was the Divine Feminine deck. And now let me do The Universe Has Your Back, because it does. I know it seems a little weird. This last year has been weird. And the first 6 days of this year got a little next level. Oops, we have an extra card in here. And this is, did I even say who did this deck? This is like Gabriella Bernstein. She's amazing. She has a couple decks that I have of hers. And I have a few decks with the similar artwork style that I really, really love. Okay, so. All right, so we're going to pull 1. I'm going to pull 2. And I'm going to pull 3. All right. I'm actually having fun pulling cards. Was that like one of those weirdos? Because like I said, I don't normally do this. This isn't what like I do when you're booking a session, and that, I mean, I can, if you're like, hey, can you pull a card? I have like a million decks, but this is something I do for fun. And like I said, it's another tool for intuition and for guidance. And I don't do anything or like recommend things that I don't do myself or haven't experienced myself. I mean, there's things that I've experienced that I'm like, I don't know, like maybe I wouldn't do again, but I think they have value. But that's just kind of how I roll. Like, I don't recommend anyone that you see that I have showcased in the Bravely Authentic Conversations group, which I am live streaming in that group right now too. So anyone that I've featured in the group or on my page, whether it's one of the veteran organizations that I'm involved with or support, or a social service organization, or any practitioner that I have featured or talked about or discussed, speakers, leaders, entrepreneurs, any of that. it is 100% because I have had some interaction experience with them, their material, what they're offering. They're authentic people that I think are giving benefit to humans, I guess. So, and I'm absolutely not in the space of, if I advertise people, like, don't put other people on your stuff. I'm 100% like, absolutely I will, because I would want, if someone had a really great experience with me, I would want them to share that with somebody if they felt that I was a good fit for that person. And so I do that for other people. And there's enough to go around. There's enough abundance. There's enough love. There's enough of all of us. Stay boundary. So I got jokes. Okay, so we're pulling from the Moonology deck. So here's one. And here is two. We're going to pull from here. Whoops. Three. Okay. Okay. So I don't know how to do this necessarily. Normally they like flash a screen and they're like, hey, these are the cards. I actually don't think that I am live on Instagram because my phone went black. So I don't want to make this complicated. We will figure this out for next time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold up. This is actually pile one. So let's hold it in this hand, right? So pile one. This is pile two. And this is pile three. So we will do it this way. Okay. I'm going to see. Okay, here we go. So 1, 2, 3. We're already peeking through. So what I would say, I'm going to be quiet for a minute, not a minute literally, but or you can pause if you're not watching this live and ask your question. Feel the alignments, the energy from your heart space. Just drop down into your heart space and pick your pile. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't want to get them out of order. All right. So what I'm going to do is I need the two that have books for any extra information. This is not like tarot. If they include a book, I figured they have information. Let me put this over here that someone might need. All right, so for pile one, we have, oh my goodness, of course, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this really well. Okay, so the first one is, I don't even know how to say it. I might say it wrong. I really apologize. I don't want to butcher someone's name. Fatima, the mother of, I'm not sure how to pronounce this either. The Imams. So I'll show you the card though. And it says, love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. So we love that. It's a beautiful card. I mean, gorgeous. So I am absolutely going to look at the book real quick because I pulled right to it. So, okay, it says who she is. She embodies the love and fulfillment that comes from living in a state of gratitude. Okay, we're like sisters, obviously. Let's see here. She was born in the early 7th century and is the only child of Kadaha and the Prophet Muhammad to live into adulthood. Okay, so she's associated with the title the mother of her father because she cared for Muhammad after her mother died. She is an object of veneration, love, and respect for all Muslims because she supported her father through all of his difficulties. She was a devoted wife and mother of 2 sons and 2 daughters. Her descendants are spread throughout the Islamic world. So, let's see. Okay, give me 1 second. She lived with great stability because she knew that her love for her family gave her a solid foundation, identity, and clarity of purpose. 4 kids. It's a lot of clarity. I guess I have 4 right now, 2. I think of that. I have different age ranges. So when your soul selects her card, we can get caught up in the ego's idea of who we need to become or of what we need to achieve. She is the grace that sweeps through our seemingly complex lives and reminds us of what's core, what's solid earth to the soul, family, even if family means a few beloved friends. What matters most is the love and gratitude we bring to those who are there for us, and the love and gratitude we feel when they show up for us. I actually might get a little teary because we know I get emotional sometimes when the energy is running. Nurturing, protecting, and taking care of the ones we love is a sacred occupation. Let's see. The role of housewife or stay-at-home mom is sacred if it's consciously chosen. It is a profound contribution to raise and reconstitute the world. There is a legacy of love that can be inherited by the whole family from such undivided attention and presence. She restores a significance and importance to the spiritual path of motherhood. Let's see. This is also a call to step back, take a deep breath, and take inventory of how much you can be grateful for right now in this moment. She releases you from unreal expectations of yourself, whether you have mothered a child, a friend, or yourself. She helps you see again the vital role the nurturer provides. She offers the perspective that says love is the family we all belong to, and gratitude is the state of wealth that we get to live in. That's so beautiful. I'm so glad that I'm pulling cards from this deck. It's just gorgeous. So the soul meditation is what I am most grateful for, or what am I most grateful for in this moment? And the intention is love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. So if you journal or in your meditation, either tonight or in the morning, taking a walk, you can just, what are you most grateful for in this moment? And you can do it in any moment, truthfully. Okay. That was a Divine Feminine card. And the universe has your back. When I am connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. So that's definitely right in alignment. And the Moonology card is, be bold and make the first move. And it is the cardinal moon. Oh, whoops, sorry. So you can see your card. We are going to, I actually don't, this book is set up a little bit differently. This is a little longer than I thought. Well, what's cool is if you are watching the replay, or even if you're live and you want to watch later, you can just fast forward to your card pick or your card pile. That's what I do sometimes. Okay, I don't know where these, where all the moons are in here because I don't know. Oh, here we go. Okay. The cardinal moon, be bold and make the first move. I will just read a couple things that pop out to me. Now is time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worrying about a situation, it suggests to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take lead in some way to step up as a leader. So it says, I take charge of my destiny. Come into your power. The time for action is now. Okay, so that is what pulled up for that one. Which I think when you're in your mom energy, it is a very less passive, take charge kind of energy, especially when you're caring for a lot of kids or family members, or being the leader in your family space. So with the card, I would really suggest, which I would suggest regardless, but I would really take that time to ask, actually, what am I most grateful for in this moment? And really stepping into that power. And you don't have to step into the power, like you don't have to be the mom all the time, right? But you can harness that energy and harness that I would say it's a skill set. Harness the skill set, harness the knowing, that intuition that you have, and put that forth into other aspects of your life. And it's not necessarily you have to start a business and, be a leader to millions or anything like that. But what is it that brings you joy? What is it that says, I'm ready? When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. What is it that you've been wanting to do, that you can harness that energy that you already have, that you already are powerful in, and do something for yourself. Speak your truth. You don't always have to take care of other people. And here we're acknowledging in this card pull pile, we're acknowledging the importance of it and the important role that you're playing in the lives of so many. But we're also acknowledging that sometimes we just need a break, and sometimes we just need to we want to do our own thing. I have a few friends that have children that are no longer in the home, and they're leading their own lives, and they're kind of like, oh, well, what do I want to do? Well, go for it. Write it down. Write down the things that make you happy. Write down, 3 to 5 things that you've that really bring you joy and that you've really been wanting to do. And then how are you going to do them? So, because you have all the power and energy and know-how right here. So, okay, so let's do pile 2. So if you picked pile 2, whoops, I'm sorry, my desk moves. If you picked pile 2, these are your cards. For the Divine Feminine, we have the Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits, and this is a gorgeous card. And hers is, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. Gorgeous. Super gorgeous. It's another, I've pulled this card actually a couple of times. It's just a gorgeous card. Okay, so let's, oh, I just lost her. Okay. She represents the power we all have to emerge from the darkness transformed. Okay. Let's see. There are over 500 Black Madonnas throughout Europe. Historians believe many of the icons are actually of the Egyptian goddess Isis and her son Horus, which were carried over from Egypt during the Crusades. Other icons of the Black Madonna are meant to represent earth goddesses and are worshipped for the fertility miracles attributed to them. She's often depicted holding, oh my gosh, hold on, holding the, oh my gosh, I'm really bad at this, the royal scepter of a ruling monarch. Actually, I'm sorry. I should apologize. I'm not bad at this. I'm just a little, what side do I go challenged? Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. A psychologist, Marion Woodman, believes that the Black Madonna represents a new awareness or consciousness toward the earth and our bodies. She represents the wisdom we can only accrue when we go through the often painful fires of transformation. Oh, I hear that. Okay. In The Pregnant Virgin, which is looks like a book, Woodman relates that he relates that only the intensity of the fire can unite body and soul. The Black Madonna helps us become conscious of the spirit and matter, of the light in the dark, and the intersection of sexuality and spirituality. Okay. And then we are going to see when your soul selects her card. All right, for millennia, the body, the earth, and all forms of matter have been devalued and misunderstood. The dark has been so vilified, yet all life emerges from the pitch black womb. The darkness is potential. It's the crucial and elemental stage we must all go through to create new or more life. The Black Madonna is the emblem of deep wisdom, the profound consciousness that is inherent in all things. All living and created things are energy. The body has wisdom, the earth has wisdom, and the pain we experience as humans contains deep wisdom. All right. When we are in the fires of suffering, it can be difficult to trust that gold is being forged. It can be hard to trust that when we are in terrific pain, that there is a process at work that will make us more authentic, more alive, and infinitely freer. It can be almost impossible to accept or notice the presence of the divine when we are at our most human. Oh my gosh, right? Because the ego just like takes over your life and then you don't even know who you are for a little bit, right? Okay. So the Black Madonna is the cauldron that holds us steadfastly as we endure the alchemy of integrating more soul into our existence. She is the promise that what doesn't survive the fires of suffering was never meant for us. Ooh, that's good. Okay. I'm going to read that again because that's super, super important. Especially if you pick this pile and you were asking about relationships or transformation, or maybe you've even been dealing with like old energy coming up, especially with the new year coming in and she is the promise that what doesn't survive the fires of suffering was never meant for us. And she is the presence that they're with us, even when we might feel most alone, reminding us that there's no darkness we can enter without being met by love. And she is the presence that is there with us, even when we might feel most alone. Okay. So her soul voice meditation is, how is my solitude serving me? And the intention, like I said, it's on the bottom of the card as well. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity of love. And I will say that sometimes someone will wrong you, or you're growing apart from someone and it's so that it's really, you're just like, whatever, F off, like, I'm done, right? And then there's times when you're going through transformation, and why it's hurting so much, or why it is so traumatic, and why the trauma is just kind of seeping in and kind of holding on, is because we don't want to let go, or there's something that we want to stay connected to, or we just wish it had been different, or we loved so much. And like I said, it doesn't have to be necessarily an intimate relationship, but you can love so much or be connected to someone at some level that you can't explain. And when it's time to let go, it's so hard. Or if someone's asking you to help them and you're in this cycle of suffering, it can be so hard to pull yourself out of it and release it, and just know that you're way better off without it. So, okay, let's see. So the universe has your back, and it is saying in this card pile, I am the dreamer of my dream. So no matter what your situation you're in and how this resonates with you, you absolutely 100% are the dreamer of your dream, and everything is always changing, good or bad. Everything is always changing. And this kind of reminds me, this is like the feminine version of like the phoenix rising out of the ashes. You can always want more and receive it. I know I've been in situations where you feel like things might never change and you don't see a way out, or however you want to phrase that. But I'm also here to tell you that that is not the case. Like, what you dream, you can accomplish. And it's different for everybody. How we reach that is different for everybody. Our journeys are different, but you are not alone. Okay. And the Moonology card is, and I'm doing it again. Your commitment is being tested, and it's the first quarter moon. So however this pile, these three cards came together in this pile, and how these resonate with you, I don't know if I can find this one, the moon card. Waxing, new moon. Should be after. Oh, here we go. Let's see. There could be some challenges coming your way, but they're just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? I'm going to read the next line. If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. So, absolutely. That's what all these cards are talking about. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Showing some commitment now will help you move towards your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true for you. So believe in yourself. This cards are amazing. All right. And it is attuned to the moon. I'm committed to my dreams, and I move forward, or I move towards them with confidence. Okay. Seriously, everyone watch me pick these live. And all these cards are amazing. Okay. All right. So third pile. This next time I'm going to do this a little differently. I'll probably do this style every once in a while because I really like it. I like studying the alignments. I like pulling the different cards and giving. I love options. It's Gemini, Aquarius, Sag. So I'm a Sag sun, and Sag. My Venus was in Sag. I have an Aquarius moon and a Gemini rising. Boom. Okay, so we just threw my astrology out there. Okay, so for those of you that love astrology so much. The white buffalo calf woman is the divine feminine card, and she is the prophetess of the sacred way, and hers is my heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. Oh, I love these cards. Okay, so this is pile 3. So if you were focused on pile 3 when we first ran the energy, and if you're just coming in now and you're watching, that's fine as well. You're welcome. So this is pile number 3, and the divine feminine card is white buffalo calf woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass, and the path of love is true abundance, which I absolutely would resonate with. So let me see. I honestly don't know if these are, I just keep turning to them really quick, so I don't know exactly how these are set up. So let me see if I can find her. Because I did this, I pulled these live. Obviously, I don't have the, what do you call it? I don't have a marked or anything. Whereas if I had pulled them earlier, I could have marked the book spots, but that's not how this is going. So, well, I don't see her, which is weird. Because I know she'd be in here, huh? Sometimes I wish they had like a quick, like, oh, here's like a table of, oh, they do. Oh, ask and you shall receive. So there is a handy table of contents, which they usually never have. And I will have to throw a shout out to Megan for that one. Let's see what the white buffalo woman is. 154. Okay, we are rolling now. What is it? We're cooking with gas. My aunt used to say that, and I thought it was the funniest thing when I was younger. So I was like, I hate cooking on gas stoves. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. White buffalo calf woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. Who is she? The white buffalo calf woman represents the sacred vision. Let me hold this up. The sacred vision that gives us all hope. Oh, I'm sorry. That gives us hope that all will be provided for us. Okay. And I'm not sure how to say this name. I'm going to try. It's Ptesan, TAC, WI. So Pasadanwi, or white buffalo calf woman, is the primary cultural prophet of the Lakota religion. Buffalo are considered sacred to the Plains people and are seen as messengers from the ancestors. A Lakota legend says that 2 young scouts went out in search of food during a famine. They saw a stunningly beautiful woman appear before them in a radiant white light. The first scout approached her with unholy intentions, and the second scout watched as the first man turned to bones the instant he tried to touch her. There's so many levels to that. She was clearly Lila Wakin, very holy. Thankfully, he knew this. She asked him to approach her because she could see in his heart and knew his intentions were good. She told him to prepare for her arrival in the village. He went back and gathered everyone together. She appeared before them and taught them the 7 sacred rites of the Lakota people. Ooh, okay. I'm actually going to Google this later. Including the sacred pipe ceremony that binds men and women together in a circle of love and mutual respect. Absolutely. This is amazing. Okay. So when your soul selects her card, let's see if I can do it this way. No, because I kind of want my face here too, right? The white buffalo calf woman is a sacred reminder that we don't have to struggle to receive all that we desire. When we join our heart's longing with action, we find there's a sacred way to move through the world. All right, so let me read that again. I don't know what this is a sacred reminder. So divine, sacred reminder that we don't have to struggle to receive all that we've desired. This sacred way is a path of steady, quiet alignment between the heart's intention and our every step. She's an omen of hope that all will be provided for us when we approach each situation with love. What she wants us to focus on is the intention behind an action, because that changes the outcome. She's a sacred, prophetic sign that we can receive what we need without fighting for it or trying to secure it through manipulation. So this is very authentic, pure white, highest and best good energy. 100%. When you're coming at something and you're feeling I always say squishy. When you're feeling the squishiness of it, just clear it out. Do what you have to do. Meditate, go for a walk, do a healing, drink lots of water, sit in a salt bath, hold some cleansing crystals, use some oils, essential oils, burn some sage, reset, pull out that journal, you don't have to have a journal, just pull out some scratch paper and start brain dumping. Okay. When prayer joins right action, when we move from that intention of creating only more love, then abundance is inevitable. And when we seek not just for ourselves, but also for the benefit of our loved ones and community, our needs are divinely met. The most sacred path is the one abundant with love. And the soul meditation is, what is my intention for the work I am currently doing? This is so crazy. I was thinking about this earlier today. It says, my heart is the compass. The path of love is true abundance. I've posted about this. I've been on the Clubhouse app the past couple of days. Yes, everyone gets hooked at first. But it's amazing. And there's a lot of people on there. I mean, because it's an app of conversations going on, right? And they're just talking about value, how you can give value, how they're giving value, how they're finding value. And I was thinking about today, the women that I am meeting, like through what I'm doing now, whether they're mentors or they're just other connections, other entrepreneurs, other practitioners. There's this amazing energy right now. And it's always about us tapping into our gifts and giving those forward, doing the healing work ourselves, tapping into our strengths. You always want to lead with your strengths and your experiences. And then paying that forward, like how can, by taking care of myself and loving myself completely, how can I be of service to you? How can I be of service to others? And literally the people I surround myself with now, and they don't necessarily have to be people that are in this online, energetic healers. It's also the leaders I surround myself with, the people I surround myself with in my daily lives, the ones that I am involved with in the veteran organizations that I volunteer with. All these people that I surround myself with now are all people who are looking at bettering themselves, that are leading with their strengths. And then it's paying it forward to other people. So we're expanding that love out to everyone that we can. And when you do that and other people are tapping into their healing and their love and their strengths and they're expanding that out, I mean, this is absolutely, humankind worldwide. This isn't just, I'm going to, I don't know, go out and volunteer at the food bank, which is great. Like I do that too. And a lot of my friends do in the vet works. But when you're on platforms like this and you're making connections through social media, which, we didn't have this when I was a kid, it is so amazing, all the service that you can do for other people and all the service that you can get connected to to do for yourself. I have never been on a healing journey like I have been these past couple years. It has been amazing. And every time I think, and I don't even know if I think this anymore, honestly, this might actually be an old thought pattern, that I've kind of like, oh, I've okay, you know, no, there's a whole nother resource. There's a whole nother person. There's a whole nother mentor. There's a whole nother soul family connection that I'm ready to step into and ready to make. And I feel like this is the card. It's really resonating, because I was thinking about this today. Like, what do I want to do by, somebody postulated, this is why Clubhouse, I thought of that. Somebody postulated or brought up this question, you know, like, how are we serving others? Like, if you come forth with that question, and that if gratitude's your first intention, and that's what you lead with, that's what you're attracting, and that's how your space expands, right? So this really resonates with, and I've been thinking about it today since I heard it on one of the conversations that I was listening to today. And I was thinking, like, I do this now, but I have a huge goal. Like, my main thing is I'm doing this. Obviously, I've been giving a lot of energy for myself and stuff, you know, when I'm doing the sessions and, you know, things that are, I guess, paid. But in order to, I do this because I love it and it is of service and it serves me as well. But I also want to be able to go to programs that I've been involved in that are intensive trauma healing programs, and go and be able to, you know, all these things that I'm learning, especially within this next year with my master's program, because I'm at a graduate school right now too, for a psychology program, but all these things that I want to do, and then pay them forward to organizations and as gifts, or as, you know, coming at it from a giving, healing, you know, because I'm able to. So this is an amazing card. Okay. So once again, it is, what is my intention for the work I'm currently doing? Like, what is your long game? Your, how can you serve yourself and others just a little bit better, right? Okay. Your universe has your back card for pile 3 is, I surrender to a power greater than me. And when you're talking about the collective and tapping into that divine energy, tapping into the soul family energy, to your soul connections, to the people that you haven't met yet, your soulmate clients is what we like to call them too. That is a energy. When you're in an energy of service and gratitude, you're tapping into that power that is greater than you. By healing yourself, you absolutely heal the world. Absolutely. And this is a win-win outcome is in the forecast. And this is a full moon in Libra. And if you notice, Libra is the very balanced. So we have your 3 here. You can see, oh, whoops. Let's see if I can. For pile 3. And let me see, what is this? I said the full moon in Libra. These full moons are really good for ceremony. I want to, give me 1 second. Yeah. Sorry, I have a 3-year-old. He just poked himself out of the room. Okay, full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love and closely relating to someone else. So here we go. Collective connections again. Let's see here. Full moons are about climaxes and conclusions. This card suggests that you're either about to, here we go, start a new relationship. And this could be, it doesn't have to be intimate, or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. So this could literally be relationship, intimate, business, friendship. Like I said just a minute ago, when you're talking about making those connections and connecting with soul family, you're absolutely starting new relationships and changing the ones you have. Let's see here. Is it important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season? If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. So attuned to the moon for this one is let go of that which is falling away. And it says, see the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. Also, time to focus on yourself for a while. Now is a great time for a makeover. It encourages you to find balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Drama and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. So negotiations are easier. Okay, so that was pile number 3. And it took an hour. I honestly thought I was just going to like pick some cards, pick some piles, and there you go. Which is, I mean, that I think about it. When I watch my own YouTube people that I watch for card pulling, I've never had one just for 15 minutes, unless it was like a 1 card pull, like, here you go, pick one, here's the card. So I won't apologize for the time. If you're watching the replay, which if you got all the way through it, then this is kind of silly to say now, you can fast forward to your card pile. All right, so I want to say that's a wrap. I will probably do something like this again. And I was thinking about doing something. I just got to try to figure out Instagram Reels. I don't know, or you do it on story. I like when I kind of wake up and they have like a story going on where it's like a card and you choose the card and then it'll be like the next one's revealed, kind of thing. So I might do something like that too, where you can pick a card and then where it's a little bit faster, kind of a little more fun. I do have a few like the Rebel deck, which I pull sometimes on my personal with my friends and stuff. And it's hilarious. It's like the Cards of Humanity for Oracle decks. And it's so good. So, all right. Well, everyone have a good night. Thank you to everyone that is joining me and that will join me. And I hope you got the messages that you wanted to hear. And like I said, I don't normally do these when in my healing practice. But I can, and I would. Occasionally I do pull cards for people if I'm drawn to, if we're talking about it, or, if we're talking about crystals, and I'll make recommendations for those and stuff too. So hi. We'll see how this goes. All right. Say bye. Bye. They can't say have a good night. Good night. Yeah, they can't see you. Say have a good night. Good night. And we will see you again soon. Good night.